Hello, ladies and germs. Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Um, as you've noticed, I'm not there. So, bad news. I won't be there all week. Good news. You have plenty of work to do. I know how much you guys love work. So, um, let's talk about what we need to talk about then. Okay. So we're just going to review our study guide that we did last week. Okay. Make sure everybody has the right answers. So if you have not pulled up your study guide, you need to do so now and then say hello to Bear. Hey, big girl, what are you doing? You have your study guide up now? All right, let me get mine up. Okay, week 15 study guide. All right, so number one, in 1822, Stephen Austin was a strong supporter of the Mexican government. By 1830, there were more than 20,000 Americans living in Texas. That didn't last forever, though, did it? He kind of changed after a while. But number two, the Mexican government didn't pay a whole lot of attention to Texas because it had its own problems. It was divided into two groups, and only one group wanted Texas to have freedom. The other group was very strict on Americans that came to Texas, and they didn't really want them there. All right, moving on. Number three. When the United States tried to buy Texas, the Mexican government changed its mind about allowing immigrants into Texas. If you don't know what immigrants is, you should look it up. Number four, Santa Anna became furious when he heard that the Texans had elected who? Stephen F. Austin as their president and were wanting to govern themselves. This is the beginning. This is it, the very beginning of the rebellion. And so Santa Anna, who was a general in the army, ended up actually overthrowing the Mexican president and took control of the government, which is actually number six. So we're getting ahead of ourselves. But he was furious, absolutely furious, when Texas essentially started to try to govern themselves without permission. But here we go. Number five, Santa Anna told the Texans that their convention was against the law. Can't break the law, man. And so because Austin continued to seek Texas independence, Santa Anna threw him in jail for a year and a half. Not cool, man. Not cool. If we threw you guys in jail for a year and a half, by the time you got out, you'd almost be in sixth grade. You'd miss almost the entire, oh, wait, you would be in sixth grade. Oh, you'd miss fifth grade completely. All right. Anyway. Number six, in 1834, Santa Anna overthrew the Mexican president and took control of the government. He became a dictator and attacked anyone who didn't agree with him, including Texans. And we go on to number seven. Number seven says, when Austin was finally released from prison, he was no longer loyal to the Mexican government. I mean, prison changed him, right? He was definitely not as supportive of the Mexican government as he was when he first came to Texas. Sorry. Number eight, Sam Houston spent many years living with the Cherokee Indians, not a tribe we've talked a lot about. We'll talk about them some as we move forward, but the Cherokee Indians were who he spent many years living with. And then President Jackson of the United States asked Sam Houston to go on a mission to Texas, and a year later, he was helping Texas fight for its independence. A lot can happen in a year, and so Sam Houston stuck around. Decided that helping Texas win its independence was very important to him. Number 10, Houston knew the Texas Army was weaker than the Mexican Army, so he wanted to blow up the Alamo and leave. Kind of glad that didn't happen, you know? Kind of glad that, it wasn't just blown to smithereens, right? Number 11. Houston was very angry or upset. If you put upset, then that's okay. When the Texas governor did not support his plan. I mean, he thought it was the only solution, right? Um, but the Texas governor didn't support it. And then number 12. So on October 2nd, 1840, Texas attacked the Mexican soldiers as they tried to take their cannon. The Texas, I should say the Texans, waved a flag that pictured a cannon and said, "Come and take it." Okay, once all of those are correct, here's what you need to do. Keep your study guide open, and then you need to go back to the assignment. I'm going to stop sharing this. We're going to go back to the assignment, and you are going to complete the form, which is like just a kind of a little quiz over the study guide, okay? It's not word for word. Yeah, and then a lot of those questions are going to be on the test tomorrow. I'm just letting you know. So make sure you pay attention, but then a lot of them are from the readings as well. Once you're finished with that, you need to, let me just pull it up here. Once you're finished with that, you need to finish the break the code on the back of your week 15 newspaper. Okay, and find the mystery word. If you finish that and you're done with your study guide and study guide quiz, there is a double puzzle on the table that Mr. Herring printed out for me. Thank you, Mr. Herring. And you need to start working on that. If you don't complete that, that's okay. The main focus needs to be your study guide and your study guide review, and then do everything else. Once you're finished with all of that, you have free time. Okay. Reflex, typing, epic, prodigy. And since I'm gone, no drawing. Okay. Just get that stuff done. It's not that bad, right? It's not bad. If you guys need help, you need to just message me. Otherwise, miss you guys. All right. Let me know if you need anything. Love you guys. Bye.